Yo, what's up? This is Pete Marrero from the 420 Times. We sitting here with a man who doesn't need any introduction. If you're a smoker and a toker, then you know who this man is. Right here, Dizzy motherfucking Wright.
What's happening?
Taking some time on his Still Moving tour to talk to us real quick, like. So I'm not gonna take up too much of your time because I know time is precious. We got a lot of weed to smoke here, and I want to make sure we respect that.
Okay.
So,
Absolutely.
so tell us maybe some of the secrets maybe people don't know about Dizzy. What is your favorite way to medicate? What do you prefer? Blunts, papers? You a vape man? You an edible man? What are you?
Yeah, I'm more like a Duchess kind of man, you know. But blunts. I like the blunts, but I like the papers too. I like the way the blunts burn on tour. I like the way the papers burn at home. So I like flip it up. But I be taking dabs and shit too. So I'm just pretty much all over the place with it.
It's an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunity when it comes to smoke. Okay. Now, have you ever smoked so much that you're on stage, you're just too high, too lifted, and it just cause mild issues? Have you ever got to a type of situation?
Nah, I never got too high. Been a little too drunk before, but I never been too high.
So what happened when you got too drunk? Would you forget lyrics or anything? Or are you still able to just catch up?
I might have slipped on a line or two. You dig what I'm saying?
What's your favorite state to smoke in, or favorite medical state? Because I shouldn't say favorite state to smoke in, because really technically it's supposed to be whatever legal. So what's your favorite legal state? We'll say.
Denver.
Why is that?
Just because I did my first show, like my first concert outside of Vegas in Denver.
So it's more of a personal thing since it was the first.
Yeah, it's more personal because it was before marijuana was legalized. They was blessing me with weed. They didn't even know me like that, and now I got my own weed strain.
Tell us about that. Dizzy OG.
Yeah, man.
So for those of us that haven't been privileged to smoke it, that's me.
Okay. Hey, man, I'm gonna get it out here, man. Right now, I got this Dizzy OG thing, man. It's
It's sativa? What is it?
It's an indica.
Okay.
And it's spreading more on the West Coast right now. As the laws change, I'm getting it in different places, but I'm trying to do it the right way. So it takes a little time, but I'm definitely getting it out there. People loving it. It's won a couple cannabis cups.
All right.
Yeah, it's smoking real nice. I'll post like a flyer or something that has like all the dispensaries in California that carry it, and I'm about to get it in Vegas, so it'll show all the ones in Vegas. Yeah. Hopefully Denver.
Do you have a favorite strand other than that, or what would be the second best?
Crown OG.
Why is that? I've had that before.
It's just the fire. I just get it at a very fresh stage. I get it cut right off the tree. You know what I mean? And it's always so fire, But it's a lot of good strains out there. I like the Kushko. That shit's, the jet fuel is fire. Gelato is crazy. The Banana Kush is crazy. The Paris OG is still crazy. I've had some fire Blue Dream lately. You know what I mean? That was, Actually, I had some, what's that shit that they mix with the Crown, the Blue Dream and the Crown? With the Groovy Blue.
Groovy Blue.
I've
had that.
Yeah, the Groovy Blue crazy. What else? Shit, we could go on. Juicy J new shit, nice.
Yeah.
What's his shit called?
Green Suicide.
Yeah, Suicide, the Green Suicide. King's Cookies.
Kid.
Oh, Kid Cookies. All the cookies, any cookies from the Bay go nuts. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, I like all the flavors.
So have you had any situations with the law, any issues, while you've been on the road, and
no,
what happened?
I haven't, thank God.
Wow.
You dig what I'm saying? There was one time I had a bus driver back in the day that folded like a taco.
Oh, no. What did he do?
Yeah,
he give you up?
He folded like a motherfucking taco. Yeah, you think what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, we just got stopped at the border, and he just folded a little bit. But now I ain't never had no problems. Like, I try to move like a gospel musician.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? They don't need to know that that's where the smoking is happening, or that's the stoner on the bus. Like, I ain't rapping my shit. You know what I mean? And my friends, we coming out looking like we play for a sports team.
In stealth mode, huh? Now this tour right here, Still Moving. So tell us about it. How many cities you hitting? You know, what you pushing right now?
Yo, so we're doing 2 legs. This first leg, I think, is 23 shows.
Okay.
The second leg is like 15 shows. The first leg was more on the West Coast. And, I brought out Audio Push, Mark Battles,
Nice.
Demrick and T-Dubs, and just giving them a different variety of hip-hop artists, but energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your shows are always energy.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
But not even just for me, from when it starts to when it finishes, I feel like you can enjoy yourself instead of being out there like, when is this gonna be over, you know? So I wanted to put together a cool tour like that. But we out here just promoting the right shit, man. The peace, love, and positivity movement, positive progression. Still moving over these obstacles, still moving through things, keeping it player, that type of shit. Smoking the good herbs.
No doubt. You've always been like that. Every time I run into you, always got that positive vibe. You're always cool,
hey, man.
loving, embracing, man. It shows when I just saw you talking to your fans.
Yeah.
You're making sure everyone getting pictures. You're making sure everyone is getting that love.
Love.
So and that's
love.
dope to see because a lot of artists, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Word.
They hide backstage and do their thing, but they're not one to really show the love. So I respect that you do that as an artist.
A lot of artists are socially awkward, bro. Like, they might be your favorite artist, but they didn't grow up talking to a lot of people.
Sure.
They didn't grow up interacting with a lot of people or shaking random people's hands that fuck with them just because they could rap good.
Right.
You come from neighborhoods where everybody know you rap good. I don't mean you could be friends with them. You dig what I'm saying? So some of these rappers get put in a position to be famous, and then they don't really want to deal with people because they don't really know how to. You know. Before music, I was a social ass nigga. You know what I mean? I went around and installed love into everybody. So it's cool to see it transfer into something like this, and I'm glad you recognize that. But I only say that, not saying that you are saying that, but I only say that because I don't think that makes me better than anybody. I think it just means that, I come from a different place.
No, like I said, it's always reflected from day one when I first met you a few years back at South by. Same way. You like that? Remember when I came by the house?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I came by the house, you and Jerome. I mean, everyone was there.
Jerome,
Yeah. We hung out there. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, hung out, you know what I'm saying? And we won't talk about anyone else was there.
Yeah,
but
man.
we had a good time, just chatting it up, you know what I'm saying?
Love.
It wasn't even talking about the show, it was just talking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's cool. I mean, I really appreciate that vibe that you give off, and that just was like, man, he's cool, man.
I appreciate that.
Can't wait to see him, can't just wait to see him again, man. So I do appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Let me ask you regarding cannabis, do you use it specifically, or does it help you in any medical ways other than just making the mind right? Does it affect you in that way, or do you have other individuals that use it for that way? I mean, because everyone uses cannabis for different reasons, but what would be your main preference that you would use it for?
Well, shit, man, it's a lifestyle for me now.
Okay.
Going into marijuana, how I got introduced to marijuana, it's through my best friend Moski.
Okay.
But I needed something to just relax me.
Okay.
I started becoming antsy, making quick, aggressive decisions. I apply marijuana to my life, and now I just use it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Just something that's added. But when I first started it, I started smoking the blacks, the Black and Mouse, freaking the blacks, you know what I mean, and just going through them by the pack.
Yeah, I've been there.
And the homies just told me, yo, that shit's gonna kill you.
And this doesn't, that's for damn sure.
It's just like, this shit is a plant.
How does it help you on the creative side? Does it help you at all on the creative side? Because a lot of artists do use it for creativity.
Yeah, I think it helps me a lot. I mean, sometimes, it helps, bro. Yeah. Sometimes I get stoned, and I'm not even in a creative mode, and I'll be creating like a motherfucker.
All of a sudden get creative.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I appreciate you, man, again, taking the time. It's always good seeing you, brother.
Oh, we see y'all out here, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Dizzy Wright.
Peace and love, baby.
I'm cooking. Come and see what's in my pot.